Now, listen, you guys, it seems like Nicki Minaj is out there letting us in on a lot of things. When she sat down with Ebro for the Ebro podcast, she was letting us know how, J. Cole and Drake were basically reacting to a song of the Club app. And we're also going to be talking, you guys, about Iggy Azalea seemingly retiring music, you guys, as well as Ariana Grande coming through with a new single that allegedly is going to be addressing the home wrecking, tea that has been spilling all over the internet. And JT seemingly is causing chaos, you guys, in the household of Moma Dee. And we're also going to be talking about Shakira allegedly, being declined to perform at Coachella. Now, these are the things that we're going to be talking about in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the Tea Plug. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So first of all, you guys, we are going to talk about Nicki Minaj on J. Cole and Drake. So when she sat down with Ebro, she was letting us know that, when she made J. Cole listen to the Club app, he was like, I've never heard anything like this before, especially when the second verse came on. And you do know which verse I'm talking about. I'm talking about the high heels on my tippy, like literally the switch, the flow switch, like it's so unexpected on the second verse. And she was even laughing herself, saying that, oh my goodness, I knew it was a good song because he couldn't find words to explain it or describe it, and hence he ended up saying that he had never heard anything like that before, even though it has been done before. So that being said, you guys, personally, I do love the song of the Club app. And according to Nicki Minaj, when J. Cole heard that vision, they were like, oh my goodness, that chorus is not going to be played on radio. It can't be played on radio. And J. Cole said to her, F the radio. And she herself even went ahead to say, you know what, F the radio, I'm just going to release my song the way it is, okay? And people started making jokes about it, saying it can only be Nicki Minaj sitting down with Ebro and saying F the radio, like when talking to Ebro of all people. That's just how, Nicki Minaj is not afraid to express herself. And it seems like J. Cole is not the only person who was gagged, okay, by if the Club app. Now, according to Nicki Minaj, even Drake himself also thought that it was a fire song when he was looking for songs for his own album. And so people started saying, oh my goodness, so it makes sense now. Drake wanted F the Club app on his own album and stuff like that. But personally, I do feel like it is an amazing song. And if she does couple that with a music video, it is certainly going to be a banger. She herself is still maintaining that it is not a single, it's just an album track. But personally, album track or not, I feel like it's a vibe, okay? The way that it is doing so well on the charts without even radio play and and a video already shows that it is a great song. Nicki Minaj even went further to gush over how J. Cole came about, working with him, and how they ended up making the magic that they ended up making together, and how it was so personal, how she felt like she had spoken to a therapist when J. Cole submitted his own verse. And she was gushing over the aura that J. Cole has. According to Nicki Minaj, he has such an amazing energy, such an amazing aura, and that's the same aura that I do get from J. Cole. You remember when that entire brother love situation came about, people spoke about how J. Cole is the only person that stood up for Kiddy. I think it was Kiddy Cudi, was being attacked by allegedly by brother love, and J. Cole allegedly is the one dude that stood up for him. And that just goes to show you what an amazing dude he is, okay? He gives me positive vibe, even myself. Now, moving on to the next thing that we're going to be so let me know, you guys, in the comment section what you think about J. Cole and Drake, wanting the Club app, or basically praising the Club app. Now, the next thing that I'm going to be talking about, you guys, I am going to be talking about Shakira. Now, it is being reported that, Coachella decided to pass on Shakira performing. And of course, people were going crazy on the internet. They felt like it was absolutely not fair. They felt like, how could they say that such a global icon, such an international superstar like Shakira would be denied a a Coachella performance. But then other people came with the notion that, oh my goodness, Coachella is going broke. They cannot afford a global superstar like Shakira. Now, personally, I would have loved to see Shakira perform at Coachella. I do feel like she has enough of a catalog, to basically perform there. So let me know, you guys, what you think about that, in the comment section. Now, the next thing that I'm going to be talking about, I am going to be talking about Iggy Azalea. Now, Iggy Azalea seemingly might actually be walking away from music. Now, you guys, if you remember earlier on, I think a few months ago, we spoke about how, she sold a catalog and stuff like that. It seems like, oh, well, she really has a lot going on in as far as, music is concerned. This is what she had to say, and I'll try and summarize it because it is quite long. So this is what she had to say. She said, this is going to be long, so only bother reading if you love me. If you still bother anyway, you are a weirdo who has been warned. I've always been somebody who finds my joy in being creative and seeing my ideas come to life. For a long time, I used music to deliver my big, crazy ideas to the world. I know a lot of people have this idea that I was bullied away from music, and that's something I've always loved at because I'd never be bullied out of anything. In fact, I'm too stubborn. I think I've never resisted changes within myself at times purely because I don't like being viewed as someone who quits. In truth, what I've known for a long time is that I feel more passionately about design and creative direction than I do about songwriting. To many of you, that's no shock. To read, it shows in my work. Jokes aside, I do spend a lot of time on that part of things because I'm most confident at that. That's why I want to let you know that I'm not going to finish my album. It's been paused for a few months while I was giving direction, for a different project. And in truth, I just haven't felt the urge to go back to it. I feel really happy and passionate in my day-to-day life when my mind's focused on that, and so I want to stick to what's undeniably best for me. Can't wait to start sharing some of the things I've been involved in creating, and hoping you'll see my quirk and humor in anything I touch. I feel really, really happy and passionate in my day-to-day life when my mind's focused on that, and so I want to stick to what's undeniably best for me, okay? And so, Toxin, I love you. Now, honestly speaking, this does not come as a shock to me because if we're going to be honest, Iggy has been removed from music for quite some time. And of course, people have been having those allegations that, oh my goodness, she was pushed out of the industry and stuff like that. But personally, I feel like she was seasonal in as far as rap is concerned. She does a thing, and I feel like her season was probably over, and she doesn't really strike me like the kind to say rap is what I want and rap is what I'm gonna stick to. She does strike me as the type to be, okay, I want to be creative, this is what I want to do, but like it could be anything outside of music. That's just my opinion. So this does not come as a shock to me. Of course, people started cracking jokes about it, saying that Nicki Minaj Story Lanes and Iggy line is the one that had Iggy Azalea quitting music. But personally, I'm not surprised because a lot of these women that are ushered into the female rap space, it's really not something that they are that passionate about. It's something that they find themselves doing, and as long as it's bringing in the money, it is what it is. And I am a little bit late with this tea, but it was a specific request by Miranda, so I decided to talk about that. Shout out to you, Miranda. This video is supposed to come up before the one that I posted before. Now, the next thing that I'm going to be talking about, you guys, I am going to be talking about Ariana Grande. Now, I know that we have some Arianetas in this comment section. So yeah, people are saying that Ariana is out there, promoting a single by this entire hoodie that she was wearing, which says yes and people are saying that she's going to be addressing these entire home wrecker accusations and stuff like that. And so personally, I can't wait to hear her side of the story, because for the longest of time, we've been hearing these allegations, and she hasn't had the time to give us her own side of the story. And I'm even respecting her for putting it into the music. Now, please, know that I'm not saying that she's innocent in all of this, but I'm just curious to hear what she has to say for herself. Did she indeed break a home, or are people accusing her of stuff that she hasn't done? So yeah, let me know in the comment section what you think about that. Are you waiting? Are you looking forward to Ariana Grande's new song? Yes. And now the last thing that we're gonna be talking about, you guys, Jetavia is out there causing commotion in the house of Scrappy and Moma Dee, like literally causing commotion in Moma Dee's house. Now you do know that Scrappy and Erica have been gallivanting all over the internet as if they just fell in love, as if they're teenagers, which is very, I don't know, for and you do know that recently he just got divorced from Bambi, so obviously it's giving, I don't know, it's kind of weird. The energy is a little bit weird, and you do know that Moma Dee and Bambi never really got along very well. So Bambi also is writing a book, and she decided to basically post and promote her book, posted a picture of a book and then posted lyrics to JT's song and said, I'm excited about dropping this one, and click the link in my bio to pre-order a signed copy, and then she attached no bars, all right? Specifically the part that talks about Scrappy, quote unquote. And it seems like that did not sit well with Moma Dee, because she went on a rant and started talking about how Bambi is intentionally talking about that particular line in no bars because she just wants to name drop Scrappy. And I'm just like, listen, Moma Dee, some things you just gotta let slide, okay? And with the way that Scrappy is moving, if I were Bambi, I also would be feeling some type of way. Now, you do know that I'm not the best of fans when it comes to but Bambi is really not my favorite person. But like, I mean, I feel like this is something that Moma Dee could just let slide, okay? Scrappy is not a child at the end of the day. So when I saw that, I was like, look at you, Jetavia, causing commotion in love and hip-hop. I just found that hilarious, and I decided to talk about that. So that being said, you guys, thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified each and every time that I post. I post each and every single day, and I keep you updated on what is happening in the celebrity world on Instagram, on Twitter, and about all things trending. Now, you guys, I have been slacking during the beginning of this month, but as you can tell by the volumes, we are going back to normal. So yeah, please do expect 3 videos as usual from me to you. Enjoy your day, and until my next one, see you.